Hello and welcome to another set of readings of Lotus Love Tarot 555. Okay, you guys, I am here to do your new moon in Aries reading. Oh my goodness, can you believe it? We are at the beginning of a new astrological year. Let me just tell you how the setup of this reading will go. So we'll do a brief introduction. We'll go into your reading. Then at the end of that reading, I'm going to give an explanation of what is going to be occurring with this new moon going into Aries, with the what you need to expect, how you need to really start out this astrological year. I'm going to give you some information on that. And then after that, we will have your extended reading. Okay. So once again, we'll do a little brief introduction in just a second here. Then we will have your reading. Okay. Then at the end of that, I'll do a brief understanding of what to expect with this new moon going into Aries and this new astrological year that we're embarking on. And then at the end of that, for those that are interested, you'll be able to go right into an extended version of today's reading. Okay. So first and foremost, thank you so much. As I always start our readings, thank you for all of your love and your support. Thank you for the comments that you continuously, leave for me. I read them all. Just a little bit about this reading. You can apply this to your sun, your moon, your rising, and for some, even your Venus sign. Now, do remember that the messages will flip flop, okay? So if it doesn't relate to you, it could relate to your partner. Hello to our cross watchers. Remember to follow us on Instagram at Lotus Love Tarot 555. Subscribe to our channel. Like the reading if you think it applies to you. And if it does not, make sure you look at your other signs, okay? And if you think it's going to be worthwhile for someone else, please leave us a like. Hit the button that's right next to it, of course, to subscribe. Remember, we do have a Patreon. Oh my goodness, you guys, we are slowly but surely growing our Patreon. We put a lot of great information over there, including all of the extendeds, okay? So all of the extendeds are over there. You just need to join at the second or third level. And also don't forget, we do weekly pulling of energy, so you'll get all of that as well, which is well worth it for the price that we have it at. And don't forget, I think I said this, but let me just make sure that we do have private readings, and information pertaining to that can be found below. All right, you guys. And also, you guys, let me just state this as well. If you don't know how to set your intentions, this reading will be a guide for you to set your intentions, which is so important. We have an instructional video under our new moon playlist. So go to the new moon playlist, and we have a video there showing you how to set your intentions. And I think I'll also put the link to that below. So just look below for that video on how to set your intentions. And also, we have done a reading for Saturn returning to Aquarius. Saturn has been in a Capricorn for the last 3 years, and Saturn just returned to Aquarius on this past Saturday, March 21st. That is huge. It is so huge. So make sure you go back and look under the playlist. I think we have it under Saturn return. Look for that playlist, and that will apply to your sun, your moon, your rising. And also for Aries, we have done a reading for Aries season. We will start doing readings for each season as we come into it. So Aries is a very lengthy video about what to expect going into this season. So if you have Aries in your sun, your moon, your rising, or your Venus sign, or Jupiter, let me encourage you to watch that reading as well. Okay. All right, you guys, now on to your reading. Hello, my Scorpios. Okay, let's get right into your reading. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator, Universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the new moon occurring on March 24th, 2020. Messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio. What do our Scorpios need to know? Okay. Okay, Holy Spirit, divine creator of the universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the new moon occurring on March 24th, 2020. Okay, Holy Spirit, divine creator of the universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the new moon occurring on March 24th, 2020. Wow, your cards are coming out fast. Okay, Holy Spirit, divine creator of the universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the new moon. I'm going to take this one. Any more messages for the sign of Scorpio? My goodness. You guys are either channeling a lot or Spirit has a lot it needs to say to you, that's for sure. Holy Spirit, divine creator, universal messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the new moon occurring on March 24th, 2020. What messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio? What our Scorpios need to know as they begin to set their intentions. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. Wow, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. You have called this person in, calling it a soulmate. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations have bring you together, but you need to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. This could definitely be a twin flame relationship going on here because it's a relationship like you have never experienced before. It's a person that's not your usual type that you go after. Could be the same relationship that you're in, but it's just now taking on a different respect for each other, for one another. But you're needing to slow down on this a little bit. You're needing to wait. Don't rush into action right now. Bide your time for better results, okay? So don't make any move, even though this person may be in your midst. You may be having conversation, but just be careful about moving too fast. You and your loved ones are safe. That's a beautiful card to get. An innocence. So there's an innocence about this relationship. There's an innocence about what's going on. Somebody is really, really sincere about the place that they're in right now, which is beautiful. You know, to be sincere about the place that you're in and then have an understanding of what you need to do and how you need to proceed. Summer, this is the one actually just walked out by itself, walked out of the deck. Everything that you're asking for becomes yours in the summertime. And if you haven't had a chance, make sure you look at the Saturn in return reading for Saturn return into Aquarius for your sign, because this card was the overarching energy, the summertime. So I clearly remember that. Be yourself. This situation calls for you to be your authentic self, which is the basis for your personal power. Be yourself, okay? We know that you're the sign of transformation, but you really need to be in tune with, where you are and being your authentic self, right? Don't give a shadow over who you are. Just be true. Just be true to your heart and your spirit and your soul. And assertiveness, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to, okay? So be assertive, but only say yes in a situation, especially regarding this new love, if you really want to, if that's really where your heart, your soul, and your spirit is. And you're needing to choose a new direction. So we clearly understand why you have the wait card now. Because you're waiting on something, you're waiting for something to materialize, to manifest. So you'll know which direction you really need to take, so you don't make the wrong moves with this new love here, okay? With this new love that's coming in, you're calling it in, or it could be the same person, but you all are just taking on a new respect for the relationship. It's going to be like it's new. All right. So now what we're going to do, we're going to go into the tarot, and I'm going to see if we have any angel numbers that's coming through for you. We're going to let you know what signs have shown up, and we're going to allow you to see the cards that will be that we'll deal with in the extended version. Okay? All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Creator of the Universe, what messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio as they begin to set their intentions on the new moon occurring on March 24th, 2020? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio? What messages need to go forth for the sign of Scorpio? I need to flip that back around, you guys. I thought it was in the other way, but it's not. It's showing up in the reverse. How it fell. So I have to be obedient to make sure you have a thorough reading. All right, you got a lot of people showing up here, that's for sure. Okay, let's see if you have, we got a lot of people showing up here. A lot of major arcana too. Wow. You don't have any angel numbers showing up. You do have a 1 and a 2. You have 1, 2. I think you have 9, 10 as well. Let me see. You have 9, 10, and then you have 1, 2. So I'm looking at that repetitious. I don't see a huge angel number coming through for you, but you do have consecutive numbers, which means that there's a progression in mindset, going from a 9 to a 10, 9 to a 10 here, and then from a 1 to a 2. So it's not like an angel number, but you're trying to grow. You're trying to grow into this situation. The signs that have shown up, though, is Virgo, Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. The Wheel of Fortune represents fire as well with Aries, Sagittarius, Leo. You got Pentacles showing up, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Pentacles here as well. And then Swords, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Okay? So these are the cards we'll be dealing with. You have the Hermit in reverse. King of Wands in reverse. The Wheel of Fortune. Ace of Pentacles. Page of Swords in reverse. And your overarching energy is the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so we're going to deal with this. Wow, you got 2 2s back to back. So you're having to make a major decision right now. You're confused about which decision to make and how to go about it. But we'll get into this in your extended version. Information pertaining to your extended version can be found below. Okay, you guys, meet me on the other side. Okay, you guys, just a little bit about what is going to be occurring with this new moon in Aries. First of all and foremost, do remember that Aries is the first zodiac sign. It's the very first sign. It is a fire sign. Okay, and it is also a cardinal sign. What does that mean? Let me just give you an example of what cardinal means. Let's say, for instance, you are about to bake a cake and you turn the oven on so the temperature can begin to increase. And then once it increases, it begins to bake. You put the cake in, it begins to bake because the temperature will be the same. And then when the temperature is off and the cake is finished, then the temperature goes down. Well, cardinal is when you first turn the oven on. Cardinal is like when the temperature is increasing, okay? It hasn't stabilized yet, but it is increasing. Well, that's what cardinal is for Aries. Aries is the type of sign that it builds, okay? It moves, it builds, okay? Its behavior, it builds. That's what that means. So the first day of Aries season, this is going to mark the start of a new astrological year. This also is the first of the lunar cycle as well. So we got a lot of firsts that's going on here. The moon in Aries will be in conjunction with the comet Chiron. and I hope I'm saying that right. It's Karan or Sharon. Just put the information below because I can never remember if that CH is silenced with shush or K. Okay, so just put that below for me. But it represents deep wounds as well as deep healing. Okay, and the alignment of these astrological energies, it brings us to a bit of transformation. Like, it's very intense. Our transformation is very intense, but it's needed to bring us to this transformational intensity towards that light. That's what it's really trying to do for us. And it's giving us a feeling that we have to go through the flames to get where we are going. And that's really what's happening when you're transforming. Aries is bold and it's brave, but we need to rely on this energy to kind of move us forward to where we're going. Okay, now you'll decide during this, during this full moon, to take the low road or to take the high road. That's what you're going to be deciding during this period, and you'll have to confront your shadow self and the person you are desiring to be. So it's going to be really hitting some things head on during this period. Um, it's going to allow you to change your mood, and you're going to get inspired to work on being the best version of you. Okay, so it's very, very important during this new season, this new astrological year, to really make those hard decisions about who you are and who you want to be. Okay, all right, you guys, I love you so much. Now, for those who have gotten the extended, on to your extended.